What up, YouTube? Looks like it's music video time. Dope. I'm into it. We are checking out Token and Ren. For this, since we're just checking out the music video, I'm probably not going to give too many thoughts on the song itself. I likely did that the first time I did it when it came out. The original video came out. So, which was just, I think, audio only. But if you want to check that out, just search my channel for Token and Ren or the name of the song, or it was within the last week or two here, so you'll find it. And I'm sure if you're here, you've probably already seen that. So for this, I'm just gonna kind of watch the video because I have heard the song quite a few times. So I know the song. Unless I see or hear something that I completely missed at some point. But yeah, we're just gonna check out the video. If you guys haven't already, make sure you go support. Go. This is on Token's page, but they have their own respective pages. As you know, I've done pretty much everything Ran has online. It's music. I've done reaction to, and I'm working my way through Token's catalog as well. I've done a decent amount of his stuff, but definitely go support, go like, go subscribe. I will link this down below. Make sure you go show some love. If you haven't already, also make sure you show some love here. Make sure you like, comment down below. Make sure you're subscribed as well. It does help the channel, and the reaction community can use all the help that we can get right about now, and support. So just with nonsense that's going on. Nothing with these guys, but anyways, let's by the way, these guys are both with, you know, they've both taken actively, you know, sort of taken roles in essentially getting reactors backs with music, and you know, the stuff that we deal with you know, trying to promote and stuff like that. So it's so definitely a lot of love for these two. But let's dive in. Let's get sound.
I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? 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 As much as I do wanna love you, I feel like we're speaking two different languages. Your house had a gate and mine had instigated, so that's the environment we feel safer in. You thought it was crazy how long that it took me to tell you I love you, like that was the weirdest. I only heard Dad say I love you with Mom in the room when he went back to singing his lyrics. So how could you blame me, cause you always choose to. You always choose to. You wanna know where I be at all the time, but that's not what I'm used to. Not what I'm used to. You knew where your dad was at work or he's home when he's taking the load up. Taking the load up. I didn't know where until 1:24 the day I got that phone call. And I let the phone drop. I'm trying to be my best to be a gentleman.
Dude, this is dope with the visuals, man. I mean, you kind of through the lyrics, you kind of get a feeling, because this song, you know, kind of I think hits hard a little bit in different ways for each of them, and probably a lot of people that listen to it in some way can relate to sort of what they're saying, and what does your love look like, and just, it doesn't necessarily even have to be a parental thing or a relationship thing, or, you know, it could be really anything. So you could sort of apply the words to a lot of stuff, and you could probably share the same kind of sentiment with feeling wise. But let's go.
Dad was at work or he's home when he's taking the load up. I didn't know where until 1:24 the day I got that phone call. And I let the phone drop. I'm trying to be my best to be a gentleman. I'm trying to learn. I never had the chance. I still look to my manager, but he gon' teach me how to be a rapper before a good man. I grew up afraid to find a letter on mama's dresser telling us goodbye.
I don't think I heard that line, or maybe I just overlooked it. I looked to my manager. Interesting, when you surround yourself, especially in the music business, with people whose interests lie solely in your music, not necessarily in your person. You kind of just, you're getting direction, especially when you're young. You're getting direction in areas that it might not that it's a bad thing, but it's not necessarily productive in the way of, you know, if you don't have positive, you know, in this case we're talking about a positive male figure, but positive figures around you, instructing or directing normal life stuff, rather it's solely, you know, behind the mic stuff, right?
Be a rapper before a good man. I grew up afraid to find a letter on mama's dresser telling us goodbye. I'm used to it all, so you don't gotta hold back and cry, but I gotta tell you why. I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
I'm not right for you, but I won't get up and leave. Cause I hate the pain that is colour my veins, that is present in solitary. What did your love look like? Does it look black and white? Is it your kryptonite? Do all your demons get louder at night and the voices get softened when we're intertwined? I've been going to therapy lately, cause the cause and effect made me hate the way that I feel when the loving gets real. Cause I just wanna run and escape the pressure that paints me. Pressure of safety, pressures of promises that turn to maybes. Pressure of bravely moving in the same direction. The pressure been driving me crazy. So my therapist said,
I love the way that he did that. And it's sort of just build up. It's almost like in your head, and it's like just dealing with almost kind of like these voices inside your head, right?
Just wanna run and escape the pressure that paints me. Pressure of safety, pressures of promises that turn to maybes. Pressure of bravely moving in the same direction. The pressure been driving me crazy. So my therapist said that these wounds that I kept were created when I was a kid. And just like that, all my thoughts raced back to a Welsh town, 96. My mother was crying, my father was screaming and shouting, denying the sin of deceiving and cheating and lying. The weeds are uprooted, the garden is dying, but still she forgives. This cycle repeats, every night I try to sleep, hearing the screams through concrete, mothering peace, a vision of love, a lesson that fused with the cells in my blood, a lesson that taught me that love ain't enough and that love can be porcelain when times get tough. Flash forward 5 years later, sitting in the passenger seat of my dad's car with my maker. My dad looked shaken, turned to face him, the words that he spoke cutthroat like razor. He said, Ren, sometimes love can be complicated, navigating a world that we co-created, and I've made mistakes but I will love you daily. And just like that, it's just me, my mum and my sis. The stress left mum disabled for a bit. I grew up fast then, cause I gotta be a new Ren. Strong for my sis and my mum at a loose end. Confused but moving through the confusion. My born new love feels fake like what does your love look like? Does it tear your inside? Does it keep you up at night? My brother. Does it make you feel like a fist in your windpipe? Suffocate the feeling of what love's meant to feel like. Navigating you but I'm still not quite right. One night stand, make the pain stop one night. One more heart to the blade of my cold night. What does your love look like?
You realize how hard that I work and you told me you feel for me. If I lost all my motivation tomorrow, would you still love me? It's easy to love when I'm up, when I'm down and you leaving. You can't even give me an answer cause you never seen it, and that's why it's hard to believe it. If you needed help but I'm too far away, is it over for you? Maybe I'm just not the person for you, even though I still could be the soul for you. Maybe we are meant to be together, but our history got in the way. Your trust issues, my fear issues too many.
Yo, that's interesting how they did that there. When he was looking at his dad, who just kind of gave up on a conversation, walked away, and then like it's almost like the chain that stopped him was like, you know, just the memory of that in trying to reach out. I dig that.
To be together, but our history got in the way. Your trust issues, my fear issues, too many issues at play. You yell fast, I get quiet. You wanna see more passion. I've seen what real yelling can lead to, so no, I don't have it. I grew up afraid to see holes in a wall in a room that was locked from inside. I promise I'm used to it all. You don't gotta ever hold back and cry, but I gotta tell you why. I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
Dope. I still have, when I have a minute, the whole album review coming on the way. Speaking of which, yo, shout out to Token for my man's album's topping charts everywhere. So he's number 1 in places, top 10 in others, top 5 in others. So, and I still haven't checked out the whole album. You guys will see when I do. I just haven't literally have not had an hour to sit down and kind of, to sit down at all and just do it. But, yeah, the video, man, the visuals, it's kind of an interesting topic, and it's one that, like, you know, a lot of us have sort of dealt with some instance of that in some way. You know, just it's the whole song's kind of just it's a lot of questioning, right? But just trying to, but it's also like it's also introspective in a way in trying to dig deep down and figure out kind of where these questions come from, and a lot of it is, you know, just experience driven, right? Sort of what sort of shaped you and what molded you is you are kind of what you see around you. What was the first quote? It was something like that, right? The first thing that was on the screen. We are products of what we see. Yeah, exactly. you know, especially for a child growing up, you kind of just mimic what's around you. You don't know right from wrong. You know, you don't know normal versus abnormal situations, especially within a household. So certain things you see may be normalized in your head growing up. So it's good to touch on these topics, right? Because it shows some vulnerability, especially for artists to put stuff out like that. You got so many rap songs out there like, look at my yacht, my planes, and my grill. You know, um, but when you get real with it, and this, you know, the few songs that I've heard out of this album, it's kind of token getting real. But anyways, go support. Like I said, go like and subscribe. If you haven't seen my initial reaction, maybe check that out as well. I get more into kind of lyrics. I think. I don't know. I think I was really caught off guard hearing Red on the track. I was not expecting that. I clicked a link and I went to a song. I knew they were working on something together. I had no idea that it was this. But obviously I know now. But anyways, it's cool to see.
I'm not right for you, but I'm just.
What are you doing? I hope we get more stuff out of these two, for sure. But otherwise, yeah. Like if you like, please comment down below. Best way to get me is on Patreon. That's where most of my requests do come from. Pinned to the top of the page right there. It's free. Jump over there, come say what's up. Otherwise, make sure you're subscribed, and appreciate it very much. It does help the channel. We'll catch you on the next.